live, getting results. This is News 6 at 7.
We are close to victory in our push driving change to the state's texting and driving laws, how the state Senate just added more teeth to the bill, and what happens next.
I don't want to ride my bike anymore to school because anything could happen.
A classmate grieves for a fifth grader hit and killed while riding his bike near school, how they are paying tribute, and what we've learned about the intersection's deadly past. Good evening. This is News 6 at 7. Getting results, I'm Lisa Bell.
I'm Ginger Gadsden. Thank you for joining us. Also, he calls himself a contractor, but buyer beware.
Well, when it first happened, I was so upset. Like he was gonna, go up above and beyond.
Then it's like, wow, this guy, I think we got taken here.
Police say the same man has been arrested several times for running off with thousands of dollars. How to protect yourself and avoid being a victim a little bit later.
And we'll get to that story coming up, but we start with big news in our push to drive change and toughen up texting and driving laws. A version of the bill passed the state Senate just after 5 this afternoon. That vote, 33-5. Showing support is overwhelming and bipartisan. We started our push about 3 years ago after Matt Austin was hurt in a crash by a driver who admits to texting. But as News 6 reporter Amanda Castro shows us, the fight is not over yet.
Today's historic vote is the farthest lawmakers have come to passing a texting and driving bill. The amended House bill was met with little objection, but is now on its way to possibly becoming law.
33 yeas, 5 nays, Mr. President.
So the bill passes.
Years of pushing to drive change coming down to a pivotal vote. The state Senate passing an amended version of House Bill 107, which would make texting and driving a primary offense. Senator Wilton Simpson dropped his bill that would have made Florida a hands-free state, instead filing a last-minute amendment to HB 107, adding a provision to the bill that makes it illegal to use a phone in a school or work zone. He says this brings Florida's texting and driving laws up to date.
This bill is updating our laws to take into consideration the technology that we currently have. And I don't think we always think about the fact that we're driving a 3,000 to 5,000 pound car or bigger. And we are putting ourselves and our families and other families in danger by texting and driving, or talking on the phone and driving, or looking down and reading our phone on our steering wheel while driving.
There was some objection to the amended bill, but senators ultimately passed it. Simpson saying this bill will save lives. The bill now goes back to the House for a vote, and if it passes there without any changes, it goes to the governor to become a law. We've been following this important story throughout this entire process, and we'll keep you posted every step of the way. Reporting in Orlando, Amanda Castro, Getting Results, News 6.
Amanda, thank you. And we will keep pressing for this bill to pass, but you can also get results and make your voice heard. Find out how to contact your state lawmaker in a special section of our website. You'll also find a detailed timeline of how we got to this point. Just head to clickorlando.com/drivingchange.
We're also learning more about breaking news. New Smyrna Beach police say an officer was involved in a crash while trying to make a traffic stop. It happened on State Road 44, just west of I-95. This is Sky 6 video of the scene. The officer was trying to stop a suspected shoplifter. The suspect got away. The officer was not hurt. Also developing tonight at 7, deputies say they have now arrested the man who committed a lewd act while approaching a 13-year-old girl in his car. They identify the man just taken into custody as 35-year-old Wilfredo Nazario Jr. This video shows him going into the sheriff's office for questioning. Detectives have been trying to get crime results since it happened back in February. Back then, they released this surveillance video. It showed the man taking the license plate off his car not long before he approached the girl near the intersection of Colonial Drive and Econ Trail in East Orange County. We are looking into Nazario's past, and we'll have an update tonight at 11.
Right now, as friends and family remember a 10-year-old boy who was hit and killed by a semi-truck, troopers are still looking for that driver. Today, we learned the victim was 10-year-old Kevin Pope. He was on his bicycle when the semi struck him at the intersection of Weatherby Road and Landstar Boulevard. That's less than half a mile from Weatherby Elementary School. News 6 reporter Nadine Yanis has learned it's not the first deadly crash at that same intersection.
We are along the path that 10-year-old Kevin Pope took to school every morning, crossing through a couple busy intersections on Weatherby Road to get there yesterday morning. However, he never made it back home. Today, we are speaking to a mom whose son also rode his bike to school with Kevin, and she says the boys did so at a risk.
There's a bike. Oh, no. It's not the little...
As she pulled up to the scene,
What kind of bike? That's Kevin's bike. That's Kevin's bike?
Marza Ponte's dash cam recorded a crash she says was bound to happen on busy Weatherby.
Oh my God, I hope he didn't get hit.
Just didn't realize it would be one of her son's friends.
It's tragic. It's very tragic, and my heart pours. I could only imagine what it is to lose a child, and a young child at that, and a sweet young man he was.
Mars met us out just a block from the deadly intersection.
He's slowing down because he notices the cameras.
Showing us what she says is the dangerous path to school her son and daughter rode their bikes with Kevin Pope every day.
I hate to say it, but if we would have not moved, God knows if my two children would have been included in that tragedy because they rode together. And I am so sorry for them. I really am.
According to the latest statistics, there have been 24 crashes at the intersection in the last 2 years. In fact, a crash almost exactly like this happened with a 12-year-old in 2014. He only had minor injuries.
There's kids living here, so they should be entitled to have a crossing guard here and a crossing guard on this side of Weatherby as well.
And so today we learned the county, the sheriff's office, and school officials are coming together to get results and get a look at the safety concerns out here. The sheriff's office looking at possibly adding more crossing guards, the county looking at speed limit, signs, and truck weight limit as well. In Orange County, I'm Nadine Yanis getting results, News 6.
It is just heartbreaking. And that little boy was in the 5th grade at Weatherby Elementary School.
Yeah, and today the school helped his classmates cope with their grief.
In class, he would make us laugh all the time. He just made me make my day, basically.
11-year-old Tayela Anderson says she is just heartbroken. Today, she put out flowers for Kevin in his favorite colors, marking the spot where he was hit. His entire 5th grade class also wrote their names on balloons at the scene.
What are you going to miss the most about him?
How he made me laugh and all that, and how he used to ride his bike with me and all that. I don't want to ride my bike anymore to school because anything could happen.
Now, the boy's family did not want to go on camera, but told us the 10-year-old enjoyed playing video games and says he loved basketball.
Well, he is accused of murdering 3 family members, his mom, dad, and a brother in a crime that shook up Seminole County. Tonight, Grant Amato could be getting out of jail. A judge granted him bond earlier this afternoon. Amato did not say a word as that bond was set at $750,000 today. Investigators say January's shooting spree came after Amato stole hundreds of thousands of dollars from his family that he gave to a woman in Bulgaria who he met online. In granting him bond, the judge says if he gets out of jail, Amato cannot contact his surviving brother, cannot use any devices with internet access, and must wear a GPS tracking device. And we recently got our hands on a copy of a handwritten letter that Amato wrote from his jail cell. You can read that right now at clickorlando.com.
Well, another sunny and warm day is turning into a warm evening, but get ready for rain.
Chief Meteorologist Tom Sorrells is here to get results and pinpoint the timing of some showers and storms. Tom?
Okay, here we go. I don't expect it to do anything tonight. If you have outdoor plans on this evening, go ahead, giddy up, go have fun. But the clouds are starting to thicken, and look over my shoulder here. This area from New Orleans all the way around to the state line. You see it's already past the Big Easy into the open water. There it comes, marching across the Gulf of Mexico. It will be here by midday tomorrow. In the meantime, we're great. 82 in Gainesville, 83 in Sanford, 82 in Orlando, and 80 in Melbourne. I will be right back. We will pinpoint the overnight low tide. Then we'll talk about that hour-by-hour forecast. I'll show you exactly when I expect the rain to start, when it moves through, and when it's out of here.
All right, Tom, thank you. And with that rain coming, now is a good time to download our free News 6 Pinpoint Weather app. You can pull up Tom's forecast and the radar on the go. Just search WKMG in your app store. Well, good news tonight about a dog found shot in the chest earlier this month.
Yeah, it looks like round-the-clock care got results for Maverick. Tails Rescue Ranch posted this new video and pictures of Maverick on Facebook last night. Hard to believe it is the same dog found near death on Blue Tick Drive in Orange County. Tails Rescue Ranch has shelled out thousands of dollars to treat him at a veterinary clinic in Longwood. But whoever shot Maverick still remains a mystery. If you have any information about this, you're asked to call Orange County Animal Services. Glad to see that update.
Yeah, it looks good. Well, it's a nearly week-long mystery at the Cape. What sent a plume of colored smoke into the sky?
SpaceX only calls it an anomaly, but NASA is revealing new details. What happened moments before the mishap in minutes. Plus,
he calls himself a contractor, but buyer beware. Police say the same man has been arrested more than once for running off with thousands of dollars and never delivering on promises. We found out his history goes back more than a decade. I'm investigator Louis Bolden. I'll tell you how to protect yourself and avoid being a victim.
During the break, we are streaming live on Facebook. Find me at facebook.com/GingerGadsden News 6.
We're getting results in Denella and Windermere and all of Central Florida here on News 6 at 7 and our free News 6 app.
This view is provided by the Orlando Health Camera. Live with Lisa Bell. Ginger Gadsden. Weather with Chief Meteorologist Tom Sorrells. And special reports from the investigators. This is News 6 at 7. Getting results.
Well, he calls himself a contractor, but buyer beware. Police say the same man has been arrested before.
Police say he has run off with thousands of dollars and not delivered on promises. Investigator Louis Bolden has this story.
We wanted to turn this basically into an efficiency.
When Greg Weaver and Susan Paluzzo decided to enclose their back porch and add a room to their home, they interviewed numerous contractors first.
He really walked the walk and talked the talk.
In January of last year, the couple hired Michael Martire with C&M Home Repair. They signed a proposal outlining the scope of the work and the price. $3,000 with $1,300 paid in cash up front for materials.
We were just kind of in a little bit of a crunch time, so we just went with it.
Work was to start immediately, but when 2 weeks passed and nothing had been done, they believed they'd been duped.
Well, when it first happened, I was so upset because it was just a very financial hardship for us.
The couple filed a report with the Holly Hill Police Department and Martire was eventually arrested. It turns out it wasn't his first time.
We end up getting a very good con artist.
News 6 investigated and found C&M Home Repair has no business license with the state of Florida, and Martire is not a licensed contractor. In fact, his criminal history goes back to 2002, the first time the state attorney brought criminal charges against him for operating as a contractor without a license. He was ordered to pay a fine. In 2003, a couple sued him for breach of contract after they paid him more than $40,000 for a renovation he never completed. In that case, he was ordered to pay restitution. Since then, News 6 has found over the years, Martire has been sued multiple times and faced criminal charges on several occasions for writing worthless checks, grand theft, and operating without a license, according to court records.
They need to do something with him. He can't keep being allowed to do this to everybody. It's just ridiculous.
When Martire was arrested in Weaver's case in 2018, News 6 found he was already on probation after being convicted in 2 other cases in 2017. Court records show a judge found him guilty of grand theft in Flagler County after taking a deposit for an air conditioning repair he never made. And he was found guilty of grand theft in Volusia County for taking a deposit to build a fence he never started.
This gentleman keeps getting away with it. He'll be out on bail and he'll be trying to get more work from other victims.
Since Martire is currently out on bond, they fear it could be happening again.
He's a professional con artist, and he's not going to stop unless he gets put away in jail.
Martire is awaiting trial for the latest case. Paluzzo and Weaver say he told them he is a licensed contractor. If you need to verify if someone actually has a license, you can go to the Department of Business and Professional Regulation website. We'll put a link to it along with this story on clickorlando.com. Getting results, I'm Louis Bolden, News 6.
We have new details tonight about a mystery at the Cape. What went wrong during tests of the SpaceX Crew Dragon? A NASA safety panel is giving us a little more information about Saturday's anomaly that sent plumes of colored smoke into the skies.
NASA says it happened during a test firing of the capsule's Super Draco engines. This is SpaceX video of an early test that shows how all 8 Super Dracos are designed to fire at the same time. In this 2015 test, they helped a prototype capsule hover in place. Now, these engines are at the heart of an abort system. It's meant to rocket the Dragon and its astronauts to safety during a launch mishap. SpaceX was gearing up to prove to NASA that their system works. NASA says 12 other engines on the capsule fired properly. Saturday's anomaly happened when they fired the Super Dracos. Now, we learned earlier this week the capsule involved is the same one that recently flew to the ISS and back in an unmanned test mission. NASA says SpaceX is investigating what went wrong. It's too soon to say how it would delay the first test flight with astronauts on board. But thank goodness, this is why they have those tests.
That's
so
right.
No one gets hurt.
SpaceX and its outspoken founder, Elon Musk, have remained silent this week.
Yeah, and you can keep up with the investigation at clickorlando.com/space.
Well, the hit reality show Survivor, the castaways, they are casting castaways right here in Central Florida. Your chance to try out is this Sunday at Victory Casino Cruises near Jetty Park from 10 until 2. And you have some help. 7 former Survivor castaways will be there to pose for pictures and give would-be contestants some advice. Read the rules and other fine print on the homepage of clickorlando.com.
That's great that they're there to help you try and
yeah,
get
it's
through the
always
process.
Interesting to hear their advice, too. Chief Meteorologist Tom Sorrell.
What do they tell them? Be big, go home?
They all have, their own little tidbits.
Don't lose.
Yeah.
Way to clear
their
it up.
own strategy.
Okay, take a look at what's going on for tomorrow. You ready for the rain?
My yard is.
Mine is too. Sorrel scale number for tomorrow on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being fantastic. Tomorrow's about a 6. A lot of gray cloud cover, some passing showers. Now let's be well heard here. It is going to be active, but not like last Friday. Not looking for 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8 warnings to be issued. Hopefully this thing loses some of its mojo like the models say it's going to. Let me show you what's happening. Tonight on the visible satellite image, everything is good in Central Florida. We do have cloud cover. We don't have storms. Here's our line of activity though. Look how intense that thing is. Sun is setting low. This is the last time you will see the visible satellite until tomorrow. But you see the line. Action here, reinforcing shot there. That's the cold front on the way. Almanac page had a high of 86 degrees today. Overnight low this morning was 61. Records and normals there for you. We were above normal by 2 degrees in Orlando. The frontal boundary is located about right here. It's past New Orleans, and even though New Orleans is now in the dry air, the rain has stopped, so they've warmed back up to 77. 71 in Pensacola, 73 in Atlanta, 80 in Miami, and 77 in Tampa. 78 Daytona Beach, Palm Coast 77. Brevard County, Titusville, we are at 78. In Melbourne, we're holding at 80. Temperature readings across the interior, no real hot spots. Sanford's 83, not super hot. 79 in Ocala, Orlando 82. Weather story for tonight. Becoming cloudy, but we stay mild and we stay dry. Through the day tomorrow, we will be pinpointing showers by midday. Sunshine takes over the course of the weekend. Radar shows you dry conditions for now, but raining almost on top of Panama City Beach, Florida. The front is making an advance right now. Here we go. This is the way it goes tonight. Nothing between now and the morning. But by, say, 8 o'clock in the morning, front is here. By 10, it's here. By 1, it's falling apart on top of Orlando. By 3 and 4, it's moving into Brevard County. So not everyone gets the rain. It's not going to have the energy or the lift that we had last week. The setup is different. We'll get some rain, but it won't be even. Overnight lows tonight, 60s all over, 66 in Orlando. Here's tomorrow.
Your forecast is brought to you by the Florida Lottery.
81 by lunchtime. Daytime high tomorrow, 85. Check out the week ahead. Becoming sunny over the weekend after tomorrow's rain. Tomorrow's high 85. Rain is over by 5 o'clock. Saturday and Sunday actually look pretty doggone good. Tonight at 11, I'll have a brand new model run for that rain.
Sounds good. Thank you, Tommy. Avengers Endgame has arrived at a theater near you, but before you watch the super-sized superhero epic, we have expert advice on how to make it through.
First, though, when a local family's video doorbell told them someone was at the door, they weren't expecting that guy. Matt Austin has those stories next.
Everything you need.
Hey, I'm Matt Austin. You might have heard of a little movie called Avengers Endgame. It's now in theaters. And no, the biggest Marvel movie yet could not wait for Friday. But watch the soda in this one. This one is more than 3 hours long, so we have some expert, spoiler-free advice on the best times to take a bathroom break and take our quiz on which Avenger you would be. I got Loki. It's all on the homepage of clickorlando.com. Share it with your friends on Facebook. I thought I was going to be more of a Thor guy, but apparently not. You don't have to be a superhero to get results. A viewer named Vicky told me how someone she never met answered her post on Facebook and her prayers. Vicky's kidneys were failing. She needed dialysis every day and a kidney donor as well. Art Foles didn't think twice about giving her one of his kidneys. Some months later, the surgery was a success. We are proud to name Art this week's Getting Results Award winner. You can see and share the full story and figure out what it takes to become an organ donor from the News 6 Facebook page. It's a great story. Also on Facebook, you never know who or what is at your door. A Ring doorbell in Longwood captured video of a bear sniffing around a family's front porch and even the doorbell itself. A noise scared it away, but bear encounters can end up bad for people, pets, and bears. So Florida Fish and Wildlife is getting results with a guide to living with bears. You'll find that guide and the full doorbell video at facebook.com/news6. And I'll see you right back here tonight at 11 o'clock.
I think that is the craziest video of the day.
Yeah.
When I first saw that, I can't believe that happened right here.
So cool.
Knock, knock.
So
Who's
cool.
there? Go away.
So cool, it's not my house.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Hey, take a look at radar. There's the cold front right there approaching Panama City right now. It will be here tomorrow. Your rain chances for the day tomorrow are 50%. And then we clear up in the afternoon tomorrow, and the rest of the weekend looks great. Tonight at 11, a brand new model run for that rain.
All right. Thanks for watching News 6 at 7.
Inside Edition is next. See you at 11.
See you tonight.